Ay boma na gente ay kene ku na ọzọ ndị by dalụ nlinne iya bụ Eastern News 24 ka isi kwe wetara unu nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa dịka o si dị dịka isi kwuo n'nkwa n'elu akwụkwọ anyị ga na-abụkwanụ mbọ na-etinye unu update gbasịta maka ife na-eme n'ala Igbo anụ gbasịta maka okwu niile a na-ekwu gbasịta maka nwere onwe nke ndị Igbo and nke ndị Old Eastern Region. Dịka o si dị ụmụnne m, anyị wetara unu nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa n'aka Major Prophet ya bụ ife kara aka, mana achọghị m ka mmanwụ n'ilu mmanwụ, achọghị m ka mgbe olu na-esipụ ya bụ ife nje ga-enu. O nwere mgbe Major Prophet kwuru wete na-ekwu gbasịta maka a plan to stop agitation, wete na-ekwu so o nwere nnukwu ya o unveil gbasịta maka ya bụ ife, so mma achọkwa unu gee ya ị ga-esi ya bụ ife ị drọpụrụ comment gị n'ụdị nke gị gbasara maka ihe i chere na this revelation Chukwu gosiri Major Prophet. All right, over to you, sir.
All right, good afternoon. God bless you. This question you are asking is important that I answer you prophetically. You know, it is good that as people of God, we understand things of the Spirit, because when we know the things of the Spirit, it will help us to be able to, understand all the happenings on the face of the earth. One thing you must know is that there is what is called time for everything. I have said that I'm not interested in this long story and every time asking me all these questions as a prophet of God. But as a major prophet of God that God has given to the nation and also to prophesy to the whole world, I will not keep mute. I will always, go in details to be able to educate the people about the things in the Spirit. You see, the shocking plan that was made to stop the agitation was in this last election of Nigeria. The plan was that at least let it be the time that people or somebody from the geopolitical zone that are highly interested in this having their own separation or having their own republic should have produced a president. And when they produce a president, the man will be able to now calm them down and also, look for a way to unify the nation and bring everybody together. But this plan was, truncated. It was not truncated because because they don't want somebody else to come there, or maybe it was truncated because, one thing in life is that there is time for everything. There is time for everything. What would have stopped the agitation to some level, and also in a kind of, bring what's called a divided interest, where you will have at least 50-50. And the 50 people that will say, okay, this 50 is for division, or this 50 is for oneness. Where would have had it is this past election, if the man that was supposed to come from that geopolitical zone was, taken to be the president. You must know that in terms of elections and all of that, so many things go under the scene, behind the doors, that you don't know. And this is why a major prophet of God, when I look at the scenario, I can be able to go far and tell you all the details. So what would have happened is that if the man that comes from that geopolitical zone has won the election, what would have happened is that he will call his people and begin to see how he will quench them down, see how he can water them down. But because that did not happen, that is why the people from that geopolitical zone will say, you see, we thought we are going to be one. We thought we are going to remain together. We thought we are going to continue to preach this gospel of oneness. But we can see now that this is all about from left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. It's not from hand to leg, leg back to hand. They have seen it that, that is what's called a foul play. And I've seen that, you see, and that makes everything they have been talking about to be justified. To be justified. And so I want to say that the best thing in life is for everybody to find a way of inclusion. When we have a way of inclusion, whether in the business world or in a politics or in whatever, we have what's called inclusion. Inclusion will bring what's called oneness. When there's no inclusion, it brings division. When there's no togetherness, inclusion, it will bring absolute division. And when the division comes, it is very, very difficult and hard to unify again. And see, most of us that are in the prophetic area or in the spiritual area that look at things the way they are going in the spirit, we have a lot of advice to give. But the problem is that when this advice is given, how many people is willing to hear? So if the man from that geopolitical zone was made or became the president, has won the election or taken as the president, you would have seen that there would have been a Waterloo. And there will be a divided interest. But the way it stands now, and what I see in the spirit, I am seeing what's called 99% people interested in being on their own as far as the BIAFRA people are concerned. So you see, the 99% are interested and they want to be on their own. And so all of these things cannot be undermined. All of these things cannot be swept under the carpet. All of these things needs what's called urgent swiftness in what's called relationship. Relationship matters a lot. Relationship matters a lot in life. And you see, some of the things that people think it doesn't matter, it matters a lot. Some of the things people think it doesn't matter, matters a lot. And we must do everything possible to look at some of the things we think it doesn't matter. Some of the things we think it doesn't matter, it matters a lot. So we need to pay attention and see that most of these things that are supposed to matter to us, we have to do everything possible to pay attention to that. And what you don't pay attention to is what takes you unaware. What you don't pay attention to is what takes you unaware. If you look at it, oh, this one doesn't matter, it is nothing, it's not. What you say it is nothing will become something. You see? You see, it doesn't matter that matters most. It doesn't matter that matters most. So we must all come to a point where we will understand what's called paying attention to everything. You pay attention. When people are crying, pay attention to that cry. When people are hungry, pay attention to their hunger. When people are having people are having what's called complaint, pay attention to complaints. Pay attention to complaint. And the way it stands and what I'm seeing in the realm of the spirit, it's not just about, okay, the people want to go on their own or this other. We are looking at what's called the future. We are looking at the future. What's going to be the future of these people? What's going to be the future of all the people in the country? What's going to be the future of the youth? What's going to be the future of the people who have come out and said, okay, we want ourselves to be, we want to be governed. What will be the future of the people? So we must concentrate and look at, oh, the future of these people, the desire of these people, what these people are asking for, what these people need, what should be done to remedy this, to remedy that, to do this, to do that. All of these things must be under consideration. If we don't put them under consideration, we make a lot of mistakes. So you see, that is why every time people come, oh, man of God, what is this? What do you see about this? What do you see about this? All I see is that I am telling you that the initial and what was supposed to be the strategy to stop agitation has completely failed. It failed. It failed from the day the man struggled, I want to be president and I want to make this. It failed from the day he lost out. The day everything ended and he sees that, oh, this presidency did not work. That was the day it failed. It failed. It failed. I will not lie to you. I'm a prophet. And I'm a prophet of the whole world. I'm a prophet that gives you exactly the way I see it in the spirit realm. I am not a man pleaser. I am the pleaser of heaven and pleaser of what's called the truth. And we must always stand for the truth. We must always say the truth. And when we say the truth will set us free. The truth will continue to put the light and we'll see the light and follow the light. Don't forget that truth can be buried. Don't forget that truth can be covered. But if you cover the truth today, tomorrow surely the truth will prevail. The truth will fight all means to come out because truth never die. Truth never been forgotten. You may think, oh, truth is forgotten. Truth is never.
Chuku de baranya namde kanund anya mmiri ejukwala anya ahamadi kendi igbo niile ana eweli aka elu n'isi ya o anyị na-ayọ Chukwu ka ọ debe ya ndụ ogologo na arụ isi ike. Gwa Chineke okwu n'isi Nnamdi Kanu. Ọ hụrụ anyị ncha n'anya ahụ. Mama ya na papa ya anwụọla. Tell the Lord to do something. Sakwa ka ị na-ebere chi m. Sampu ka ị na-etiri chi m. Sakwa ka ị na-ebere chi m. Sakwa ka ị na-ebere chi m. Ndị niile nọ na mkpọrọ ka Chukwu zọpụta ha. Ụmụnne anyị nọ na mkpọrọ n'ebe dị iche iche. Ndị nọ na mkpọrọ na South Africa. Ndị nọ na mkpọrọ na America. Ụmụ Igbo niile, Chukwu anyị lụọrọ anyị ọgụle. Ndị a na-emewu emewu Chineke na-abụ nwanne ha. Ndị a na-emewu emewu Chineke na-abụ nwanne ha. Onye alụzile nwanne ya ọgụ, onye tizilenu nwanne ya ihe o. Ka anyị nweme n'obi nwanne. Ụmụ Igbo ka anyị chọba n'obi nwanne. Ụmụ Igbo ka anyị chọba n'obi nwanne. Ụmụ Igbo ka anyị chọba n'obi nwanne. Onye kwujọzile nwanne o. Ichechi ihe mere Nnamdi Kanu, aka ndị Igbo nọkwa n'ime ya. Ogburu nwanne ya maake. Ogburu nwanne.
Ndị be anyị daalụkwa ndị nne, ụmụ Igbo, ụmụ Biafra, ụmụ Ife. Dịka o si dị, unu nụrụ ihe Major Prophet kwuru. Akwụnụ gasị ife okwu n'iru akwụkwọ. Ọ gasị ebe ọrụtagasị aka dị iche iche. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ ka ife nwere ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife. Kabalụ ka edropụla ya on the comment section below. Anyị chetakwa na ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wee na-wetere nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa. Daalụ ndị